Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 1. It's 7:09 Central Standard Time, coming to you from the Chicago area. This is our first pre-market prep for the bonds and notes. Looking around, I saw a lot of people doing pre-market prep videos, but I didn't see anyone doing the bonds. So this is for us bond traders. Thanks for joining me. Let's get into some charts here. What you're looking at right here is on the right-hand side, we've got our overnight activity. Let's go ahead and zoom right into that. What we're looking at over here, this teal color is yesterday's regular cash session. This is volumetric. It's not TPO, so that's every trade is logged in this volume histogram right here. Down here in the blue, this is the overnight volume histogram. So as you can see in the ultra bond here on the left, we've dropped down and we're bouncing around. We're at the low end of that bounce. In the 30-year, we also drop down and we are wiggling down here, ranging out. In the 10-year, same thing. And the 5-year over here, we've got also a significant drop down. However, the 5-year, after ranging around, has bounced up. So the 5-year is sort of leading the pack. What we're going to do is go just to the left screen here. You can see on the left, we've got our Ultra Bond, 30-year, 10-year, and the 5-year. Now what I did last night, going through, well, first of all, you'll see the red color here on my charts is the VWAP. The pink is the point of control. It's the point of control for the electronic trading hour session since 5 o'clock yesterday. Once I hit 7:20 a.m. when the bonds open, that will reset. This whole histogram will actually reset. Looking through here, I've just marked some levels on the DOM. NV is the naked value area from before. All the little V's, those are value areas from previous days. Little P's are points of control from previous days. If it's a naked point of control, it'll be an NP. And up above, we've got our Globex value area low. This is an area that I marked out as having high liquidity yesterday. Got our value area low, our settlement, our Globex point of control. Point of control for yesterday's 30-minute TPO, which we'll get to in just a second. Value area high, yesterday's high. All those levels tend to be important, so I like to keep them on my DOM. That way I can see what's coming up. On the bottom down here, we've got our 30-second footprint stats. So this will be the ask up on top. How many contracts actually traded, not advertised, actually traded at the ask. How many hit the bid. The difference between them and whether or not that's negative or positive. And at the bottom, we've got our total volume. Let's get into some more analysis here. We're going to drop this out of the way. Wrong guy. Drop this out of the way. Alrighty. This is the 24-hour. Just going to briefly tab through here. Okay. Here's the Ultra Bond 24-hour volume profiles. Here's the chart that we have over on the right, only bigger. This is showing where we're at in relation to yesterday. The ZB, as you can see, we're opening well under there. If you look on the right, there's a composite chart showing all the volume that's been traded in the ZB. I can't remember how long it is for the past several months. All right, not much to say about that at the moment. We're going to look at the TPOs now. Let's see. Let's get into our Ultra Bond. Where are you? UB. Okay, this is the volume profile, but this is for the regular trading hours. So this is just from 7:20 to 2 p.m. All the volumes, Ultra Bond, and then this is a TPO. It looks like we're gonna have to go down because where we're at right now. See, the price is down here. We are opening underneath the range and underneath value. ZB. Looks like we're in range, but just slightly under value. The ZN. Let's go down a little bit. Here's our price line. We are below the range and below value. So what I'm thinking is today we're either going to churn around here and shoot down more, or we could actually see a little bit of a bounce up at this point, get a little relief. And then what I did down here is this is the same thing. These are the TPOs, but these actually have the lines marked out. This is the, let's see, this is the value area high from yesterday, point of control from yesterday, value area low, and then the yellow lines are just the initial balance, which is the first 5 minutes. All right. All right, let's get our DOMs back up here. Quickly get into some economic news. I can find my cursor here. Uh, All right, here's the economic news for today. We are looking at Thursday, September 1, brand new month. So 7:30, we've got jobless claims, should move the markets, productivity and costs, PMI manufacturing and final. 9 a.m., there's the ISM manufacturing index, which may or may not move the market. 10 o'clock, we've got a couple of bill announcements. 10:30, 4-week bill auction. It's just good to keep in mind what's going on the day. So for me, what that means is that I will likely be very careful around the open. It's 10 minutes after the open. It's probably likely to be thin. Let's get back into it. It's likely to have things thin out before the number comes out. So I'll be especially cautious this morning. Let's see. One other thing to show you, and that is our daily levels. Desk. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to flash through these real quick. This is our. This is where I've started to log the daily numbers, daily levels. So we've got yesterday's high. This is the UB. I've just got them in tabs: UB, CB, ZN, ZF, CT. I've just got them yesterday's high. Yeah, and what I did is I listed these from the top down, so I can grab these numbers, come from a variety of places, put them all in one spot. Then later, then I can go back into my DOM and just input all these numbers. It's a little bit quicker. It's not fully automated yet, but it's still a good start. So what we've got here is yesterday's high, value area high, Globex value area high, yesterday's point of control, Globex point of control, value area high, Globex value low, got the settlement, yesterday's low. Now what I'll also do, I'm not going to do it today because it's my first time streaming. I'm just kind of, actually, you know what? Screw it, let's do it. Let's get to the, what I'm going to do is go back to just the left screen here. Oh, give me 1 second here, just getting used to driving this thing around here. Okay. I'm just going to do this for the one product today. This is the UB, the Ultra Bond. So what you can see on my chart here, let me just get my cursor over there. All right, this is all the activity. This is a tick chart, 124 ticks. On my left, I've got my 30-minute, and up here, I've got my 1-minute, just so I can see where we're at. You can see we're obviously, while we were talking, we made a huge move down in the Ultra Bond there. What we're noting here is, where are we? Okay, just noting that my VWAP is set to be red if it's downsloping, if price is underneath it, and green if price is above it. So we've had a little bit of a weaving around the VWAP in the Ultra Bond. It dipped down. The red dotted line here is the first deviation. Up above, we've got the first and second VWAP deviations. This little thing right down here is just a linear regression channel, just giving me a general idea of which direction we're headed. And then I've got the ticks set to Heikinashi. Just kind of smooths things out for me. And I've got all the granularity that I need on the DOM. So just what I'll normally do is I'll note we're under the VWAP. We're under the 100 moving average. And then I've got a little thing. I don't have them plotted on the chart, but I've got the 10 moving average and the 50-day moving average, both exponential. And when the 10 crosses the 50, that gives me a little white arrow. The 10 crosses the 50 going up, gives me a little white arrow here. So yeah, 7:19. We're 1 minute away from open. So I'm gonna call it a day here on the pre-market prep. In the future, I'll be switching over to a full-on live stream. That will probably be just for members. And that's about all I have for you today. Thanks for tuning in, and happy trading, everyone.